Good day. Thanks for joining me. Reed here, back at Orchestra Farm, and we are getting a lovely summer, overcast, misty, rainish week, basically. Although a bunch of rain that was expected in the last 2 days has barely come, as far as I can tell. And my hope is that it doesn't really come today while I'm working. Still dealing with fence line and barbed wire and stuff. And it'd be nice to not be getting drenched while doing that. But that's why they call it work, right? You just gotta do the things most of the time. Anyway, it's nice to be back here. We got some chive flowers that are sticking around. I need to transplant those as I'm covering this entire area with a friend to prepare for next year. And I had a delightful day yesterday where I actually got to focus on my side hustle projects, and that is largely inclusive of getting all my audio gear up and functioning to be able to go live with it over the internet. And I made great progress with the help of my brother Eric. You can check his work out over at Blue Cat Records. That's Blue BLU3 KAT. Records is spelled like a regular records. And he's doing some really interesting things over there. And I learned I'm using a PC, and that's not actually making it easy. Gosh. And even my Ableton version, which is my DAW, my digital audio workspace, for those who aren't familiar with that, I have the light version rather than the full version, and so it's missing a couple of features that would also make that a lot easier to use. And so after 3 hours of troubleshooting, we got a good chunk of it to work, but my interface has 8 inputs on it, and I could only get 3 of them to show up in the live stream feed. So more to happen there. I also got to play music the night before with my friend Ari Laser on keys, who's my usual keys player at this point in time. And it was just the two of us. It was the first time we had done that, and it was really delightful. There's also this piece of finding my ear getting tuned in different ways and noticing where I might call it playing harmonically, or matching the same line of melody that's occurring, which in the long run is not my usual thing. Usually will play different lines. And in playing with my new looping pedal, noticing a similar thing of as I'm playing, then I'm matching the harmonies that are naturally present. And it's an interesting thing when I look at the world and recognize how much most of us will kind of empathically match the moments that are taking place. It takes a real strong personality type to just simply contradict what's happening there, or posit ideas and things that are of a different nature. And generally speaking, I feel pretty good at being able to do that. And the intrigue of how important it is to be able to put forward our own unique idea sets. And that's one of the things that I'm looking forward to working on in this upcoming workshop I'm going to be hosting on the 29th of September here on Salt Spring Island, wherein in my previous videos you've heard me speak a bit about this, but that notion of being able to listen to the soft sensations that are taking place and come into resonance with them, while also opening up novel aspects for interacting with our creative selves. Sometimes when I say all that, it sounds really confusing to me. And other times it's like, oh, that makes so much sense. And it's all kind of a process, which is the nice part about it. And as I'm looking more into the world of biohacking and such, it's interesting to notice how often things like that only work when you're able to measure aspects of it. Because a lot of this stuff, is happening microscopically, or, call it spiritually. And it can be really difficult to measure those things for the average person. But in playing these different artistic games, it's my experience that a lot of that comes forward, and then a lot of new pathways open up to be explored. With that, I want to say thanks for watching these videos. Thanks for subscribing. I super appreciate everybody being around today. Check out the links in the comments for my new album over on Bandcamp, and have too much fun.